Hi Libra, and welcome to your December 2023 horoscope. 2024 is almost here. I know it's crazy to believe. If you would like some more personal support for 2024, you're curious what to expect for the year ahead, then I wanted to let you know my books are open. I have only a couple of spots left for year ahead readings. I will leave the booking link down below. If that's something for you, then you can click on it and get a little bit more info about what you can expect. December has a very different energy from November, and this is because December has a lot of Venus transits, whereas November had a lot of Mars transits. So in general, I suggest for December that you take it easy. You allow yourself comfort, you surround yourself with beautiful people, beautiful surroundings, and you really just nurture yourself. On December 3rd, we have Venus in your first house, squaring Pluto in your fourth house. Venus has been transiting through your first house for, I believe, all of November now, showing that you've been really focusing on yourself, on establishing your own identity, on who you are, how you show up in the world, how you look and how you dress. But as it leaves this house, Venus has a bit of a tense conversation with Pluto, really asking you to take a look if there are any limiting beliefs that you have about where you come from, about your foundation, your ancestors, and your family. And if you still believe that some of those experiences or that some of those foundations where you come from are actually holding you back in achieving the type of identity or the type of person that you want to be. Right away, Venus enters your second house, and on December 5th, it trines Saturn in your sixth house. With Venus entering your second house, you might find that now the types of activities that make you comfort, give you security, make you feel all fuzzy inside have actually changed. Now it's about taking actions and proving yourself to yourself. So it's about actually carrying through with the new identity, carrying through in actions on the new person that you do want to become. And if you do that in December, you are going to feel nurtured and loved from within. Because it trines Saturn as soon as it enters your second house, I recommend putting your work ethic and your organization, your maturity towards this transition. Perhaps you really want to list down who you are and what type of actions this person that you are actually carries out. What type of things does this person do? How do they approach their day-to-day life? On December 10th, Venus in your second house is opposing Jupiter in your 10th house. You want to spend time proving your new identity to yourself, spending all of the time actually putting it in action, making it come true, making it come alive. But at the same time, you are getting so many wonderful opportunities from people around you. It might seem like people are just handing you free gifts, lavishing you with amazing care. People are just very giving to you actually for this whole year. And that might make it quite challenging for you to keep your focus on yourself and to keep your focus on taking these steps in claiming your new identity. As I always say, it's about finding a balance. Neither is better than the other. So see if you can find the balance on this day. On the 13th of December, we have a new moon in Sagittarius in your third house. The sun and the moon trine the north node in your seventh house, and they square Neptune in your sixth house. A new moon is a new beginning, and for you, this new beginning is in regards to your local environment. Perhaps there's something new happening in the town that you live in. Perhaps one of your neighbors has some new news to share, or maybe one of your siblings. During this time, you might feel a bit disillusioned with your routines. Neptune has been in your sixth house for a while now. And that might make it a little bit more difficult to stabilize your routine lately. You might have been trying lots of different things, dreaming quite big when it comes to your habits and routine. So I would recommend during this new moon that you focus on small steps and one step at a time. Disillusionment and this feeling that you want to go big and think big might continue to get stronger and stronger up until December 17th. This is when the square between Sun and Neptune becomes exact. On the 21st of December, Venus in your second house is opposing Uranus in your 8th house. There have been a lot of ups and downs in regards to your intimate relationships, in regards to your vulnerability. Perhaps one day you feel like you can trust others and really form deep connections with them, and the other not. And while you're really stepping into your self-confidence, really putting what you believe in into action, this sort of instability might trigger that. It might make it feel at odds with each other. You want to spend time focusing on yourself, but at the same time, there's some things happening with your relationships that require you to spend some time and attention there as well. On the 22nd of December, the Sun enters a new house. It enters Capricorn and your 4th house. If you want to continue to feel alive, full of vitality and energy, then it's a good idea to start shifting some of your focus to your home environment. Perhaps making your home a little bit more cozy, perhaps talking to your family a bit more, maybe looking into your ancestors or where you come from. Because the Sun sextiles Saturn as soon as it enters your 4th house, I again recommend using your work ethic to really help you with this transition. Maybe you want to start a research program that really allows you to figure out your ancestral roots. On December 25th, Venus in your 2nd house trines Neptune in your 6th house. I promised there were going to be a lot of Venus transits, so here they are. But I do believe that the December 25th transit is actually a beautiful culmination of all of them, because it has this beautiful aspect with Neptune. So if you have done the work that Venus has asked of you in the 2nd house, you have been showing up for yourself, if you told yourself you're going to get up and pursue your goals, you have been doing it, you've been growing in self-confidence, you know that you have your own back, then on December 25th, you might find that you're finally able to relax, let go, surrender, and receive a new insight about your routine and your habits. In order to encourage this, I suggest on this day that you spend some time alone, that you spend some time maybe journaling, just getting in the flow and allowing whatever wants to pop up from your intuition.
Tough luck, babe. Struck out when you had about 30 chances.
On December 27th, there is a full moon in Cancer in your 10th house. So the Sun is in your 4th house and the moon in your 10th house. The Sun is also trining Jupiter in your 8th house. Overall, this is a really positive full moon. A full moon is a revealing of a new type of information, and for you that might be some news that you hear from your work, maybe some news that you hear from your home. Maybe if you started that research program about your ancestral roots, you find something new that completely flips your understanding of the world upside down. There is an emotional pull to want to step out into the world, to explore, to show up, to spend time on your career. But there's also this part of you, your ego, your vitality, that needs you to go inward, that needs you to spend time with your family and in your home. So you might feel a bit of a tug between the two. Go ahead and use all of the wonderful resources and the helping hand that others are offering you during this time whatever they're giving you, their time, their money, their knowledge. Really use that. Don't feel guilty about it. Use it to help you find the balance between these two. Perhaps somebody offers you some money and allows you to, at least for a little while, not have to worry about your career as much, and instead spend some more of your time at home and nurturing yourself. Finally, we close off the month on December 28th with both a Venus transit and a Mars transit. I know, the first Mars transit of the whole month on December 28th. That's amazing. So Mars in your 3rd house is squaring Neptune in your 6th house, and Venus in your 2nd house is sextiling Pluto in your 4th. So whether you like it or not, you have had to put some effort into your local surroundings. Maybe your siblings have been asking a lot from you lately, maybe your neighbors, maybe stuff is happening in your local town that just has made things a bit more requiring more effort lately. But since December 25th, you've been feeling a pull, an intuitive pull to let go, to surrender, to really go with the flow and focus on establishing your own routine. And you might feel like these two are at odds. Do you put effort and attention to all of the things surrounding you that are asking for your attention? Or do you let go? Do you sort of disappear and truly just focus, tune out the rest of the world and focus on your routine? You've spent the month growing in your self-confidence. You've spent the month getting in touch with your own roots. And I highly suggest using the things that you're learning there to help you find this balance. Maybe this newfound self-confidence tells you that it's okay to listen to your intuition, that the gut feeling that you have about, when to put in effort and when to let go is actually true and something you should listen to. So overall, Libra, this is a really powerful month for you. The 2nd house can often feel a bit misunderstood. It's often, labeled as money. You want to get some money. But I think what the 2nd house, especially when it's featured so prominently in a monthly forecast, it can really show that it's time for you to show up for yourself. It's really time to take a look at yourself, realize who you want to become, and also fully realize that you're 100% in the driver's seat. To me, that is the 2nd house, and that can be a really powerful realization, especially if you decide to go ahead and do something with it. So if you want more insights like this one, also for the whole year ahead, then remember my books are open. I have just a couple of spots left for year ahead readings for 2024. So make sure you click on the link down in the description box, read a bit more about the reading, what you can expect, and if it resonates, then make sure you book. Thank you for joining me for this horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it, Libra. I hope you have an amazing December, and I hope to see you again soon.